Why is nobody talking about how Spider-Man is parasocial AF and how Brand New Day is about stan culture? Disclaimer, dear Marvel, Disney, Tom Holland, Zendaya, The Hat, people on Stan Twitter, Spider-Man, and fans alike. This video contains major spoilers for Spider-Man, Brand New Day, and is a theory based off of my own personal analysis of the movie. You have been warned. With that out of the way, let's talk about Spider-Man. While I was in the theater watching the movie, I immediately realized that Spider-Man is super parasocial, and the movie was clearly a commentary about Stan Twitter. Peter Parker acted as a stan who spent his time obsessing over people he loves that didn't even know about his existence.
But Gary, those are his friends and lover who didn't remember him, so he watches them because he really misses them.
I don't know, guys. That sounds really parasocial to me. Just like a fan who's obsessed with an artist who doesn't even know about their existence. Peter felt lonely and neglected his mental health, which is a reference to the mental health crisis online. He ended up in preventable situations because he was acting irrationally as an attempt to avoid his mental health. And side note, let's talk about how obsessed Peter was with MJ throughout the movie. MJ is played by Zendaya, and Spider-Man is played by Tom Holland. And did anyone notice how there wasn't a big top hat seen in any of the scenes in the movie? This ties back to the Zendaya hat theory. And the hat serves as a checks and balances for Tom Holland so that he doesn't act too obsessed about Zendaya, as we all know. There was no hat for Tom to be in. So that's why this performance felt kind of scary, extreme, and super passionate. And I think that shows up in the movie, and is why Spider-Man is so obsessed with MJ. Let's talk about the main antagonist of the movie, Jean Grey. Jean Grey is also a stan, and she is hella obsessed with finding her sister, or her fave, that she was willing to kill everybody after she found out that she died. This is just like stans obsessing over the perfect version of their faves that they created in their mind, and the anger that comes once they realize that the person they created does not exist. Jean, in her eyes, was trying to get justice for what happened to her sister. She wanted to hold people accountable for the injustice, just like how people on Stan Twitter are obsessed with holding artists accountable. The movie shows the dangers of that mentality. Both Peter and Jean were at war with themselves for being different. Peter tried to suppress his uniqueness to be normal and ended up lonely and isolated. The same could be said about Jean and how she kept on trying to be somebody else. This is just like standoms and the mob mentality inside of them with the us versus them mentality. Peter's letter to MJ was his only sense of normalcy, and it connected him with his humanity. It separated him from Spider-Man, and he had it with him the entire movie, but he was too afraid to let anyone see it because he was afraid of being himself. Aunt May's memory telling them to be themselves and that the people that love them would love them regardless is what caused them to finally end the internal war. And this movie is very similar to my own personal journey on Stan Twitter, and I have a whole video dedicated to that topic on YouTube. Just like Spider-Man, we all have things that make us unique. Life gets so much better when you allow yourself to be authentic and different. And that's why Spider-Man, Brand New Day is an incredibly deep movie.